Today we are building a house in The Sims 4, but every room is a different budget. So I've got myself a house that is in need of furniture, and I've got myself a wheel of budgets. Now the lowest is 100 and the highest is 100,000. Both of those options are insane, so I really hope I don't get them. So let's start with our living room. And we're gonna spin our wheel for the very first time. Oh my god, I hope it's not a massive budget or a really small one. Oh, that's not good. 500. Can I even buy one couch for 500? Well, the wheel has spoken. So let's put our money to 500 exactly. And I'm gonna try to get as close to this number as I possibly can. But first, we desperately need some light in this place. And luckily, my favorite light is the cheapest light in the game. And I would normally do 2, but that's already 100 simoleons. And we cannot afford that. So I'm just gonna hope I get a better budget for our dining and kitchen so I can place a lot of lights in here. Okay, let's see what the cheapest possible flooring is. Oh my god, that was so much of our budget. That was so much money. I really like this floor. I might just go for that. Cheapest wallpaper is 2. I guess we could do a nice grayish color. So let's just take a look at the couches and see what we got. So our cheapest couch is 115. We can get 2, but then we pretty much blew our entire budget. Also, I don't think this modern home is really screaming logs. And I can't really buy 2 of any of the other couches, so that's a slight issue. So I might just go into the debug menu, which I will do by entering the bb.show hidden objects and the bb.show live edit objects cheat. And then we're going to search for debug, which is just an entire catalog of hidden build items. And most of these are completely free. And I think this might be our saving grace. So good news is I did find a bunch of really cute free decorations. Bad news, none of them are a couch. I mean, the closest thing I found to an actual couch were these 3 chairs, which are not functional. I did find this 25 simoleon vintage TV, which we can definitely size up and have a TV for 25 simoleons, which is going to be so good. So we can pretty much not get 2 of any couch, but we can get these chairs. So we could also do 1 chair and 1 of these couches. That would leave us 2 simoleons. 2! That would be bad, but it is a matching set and it takes up quite a bit of space. So we just pretty much suggest that we need to decorate the entire room just with debug. I think I could do that though. I'm gonna grab this wooden wall, which is also a debug item, so it's free, and I'm just gonna place it really, really close to the wall while holding Alt. And I think it's just gonna create this really cool wainscoting effect. And then if we place the couch in front, it looks way more like a feature than just a random couch. That was the only thing we could afford. Okay, I think this is the first actually modern thing I found. Although, thinking about it now, I don't think this room is ever gonna look modern with this being the TV. So maybe we should lean into the not modern. Maybe we should go a little heavy on like the 70s kind of vibe. So if we go for like a brown, right? Or like a green and beige. So if we just remove a part of our floor, we can replace it with a carpet and it will sort of look like a rug. Okay, I'm liking the carpet. Just gonna have a quick look to see if there's anything that would resemble a shelf like this. Kind of like it above the windows just to give it a little bit of an effect. And then I'm gonna place some above the couch as well. I think some people do keep their wine glasses kind of on display, so I'll add some of those. That actually looks kind of cool. These don't look too suspicious, do they? No, that could be just a pile of junk and not unassuming and not confidential papers. Okay, so I'm not sure what this is, but whatever it is, I think I'm gonna use it as like a little desk. Oh my god, there's a debug of this plant. That's one of my favorites. Petition to remove some of these things for a cute hanging plant. Yeah, we need that. Okay, this, size it down, put it under our improvised table, and now it doesn't look like it's floating anymore. Ooh, what if we use this, size it down, raise it up, and place it right there? Doesn't that look like one of those curtains that you can kind of like pull down? And it matches our entire wooden theme. I wish we had something that would look like a coffee table. Maybe I just haven't found it yet. I mean, what if we find something to put on top? Ooh, I want a wine bottle. We clearly need some wine bottles. Okay, that's even better. Also, I think these flowers are better and they cost 1 simoleon each, which is kind of perfect because then we can get 2 and we can get down to exactly 0 simoleons. Yay, we're broke!
2 hours later.
I want to find something wood, like a cutting board, right? So I don't really like how these paintings look like they're not paintings. So what if we get ourselves some actual paintings? And then we'll remove the walls and raise these up and put them right on the canvas. Okay, let's do the same for this one as well. The goal being that they kind of look like paintings instead of random pictures. Okay, I am so happy with that. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually pulled this off. With 500 simoleons, it looks like a coherent room. And we even have everything that it needs to function as a living room, place to sit, and a TV. All right, next up is our kitchen, which is gonna be on the lower part over here. If we get anything less than 2,000, I'm gonna cry. Please give me a decent budget for this, because this is the most expensive room in the house. Please give me a decent budget. 5,000! 5,000! That's good. God, I hope that means I don't have to go into debug again. All right, money, 5,000. And the very first thing I'm gonna do is place some lights. Oh my god, that makes the living room look so much better. Oh, look at how much better the living room looks. Okay, let's figure out this kitchen. First floor. So we went a little bit, dare I say, 70s? So I guess we want our kitchen to look like that too. We'll have to do some good decorating to actually pull this together. Let's figure out the kitchen, because that's gonna determine a lot. I'm kind of thinking island living, like this sort of vibe. I think under the stairs, I would just want a coffee corner. And then this would be our actual kitchen. How do we get through half of our money already? Okay, let's see if different cabinets work better. Is this too tame now? You know what? I'm gonna try all out first. Oh, I like this floor. And then this doesn't look so terrible, does it? What if we do these though? They're kind of similar in vibes, slightly cheaper, which is good. Because apparently 5,000 for a kitchen is not even that much. Because what we can then do is get these in the large size. And I was already kind of dreading what to do with this door. So we can make it like a cool thing. Thing is such a good descriptive word for that. Okay, I'm feeling these chairs. Let's see if there's a good color. Ooh, I like the orange. We do need ourselves some appliances. And I did spend a lot of our money already. I think we're just gonna go for the cheap appliances. They kind of give off vintage vibes too, because they look, you know, old. Why did nobody tell me that a coffee machine literally cost 50 simoleons? That seems a bit cheap. Let's go back into debug once again.
God, I hope that means I don't have to go into debug again.
And get ourselves some coffee mugs. So because there's a few limited spots where you can actually put things on these counters, I'm just gonna remove the counter and then hold Alt and drag the cups to exactly where I want them. Okay, so we still have quite a bit of money, so we should be fine to just decorate freely. I'm gonna move our trash can over here. I would like a plant. I think we can just pay full price this time. I feel like we could add a fire alarm, which I rarely do, but you know, gotta spend our money somewhere. Oh, I love these so much. I don't know if we have space for them though. What if we put them on the side of the cabinets over here? We just remove our walls, turn them around, and then hold Alt, place them in the right spot, raise them up with 9. And I'd say that is pretty cute. I feel like we could use a little rug over here to break things up. Oh, curtains! We can have actual curtains. Just moving the windows out of the way, because then you can actually freely place the curtains anywhere you want. So now we've placed them exactly where we want them. I can change the color. And we still have 163 simoleons left. Okay, so that painting was 125 simoleons. That is a lot. I do like the sheep. I think I might actually keep the sheep. What is 38 simoleons? Okay, I do kind of like the little plant on the counter. That's cute. There must be something that's about 18 simoleons. Although another stack of papers, that is 15 simoleons, so that brings us down to 3. So how high are the chances of us getting something that is about 3 simoleons? Not sure. What I do know is that I really like the idea of a kid's drawing on the fridge, and I found one. So cute. That is adorable. I actually really like that kitchen. That is way different than I usually build my kitchens, but it looks cute and it definitely matches the living room as well. So now it's time for the dining room or corner, which is going to be on this platform. So I don't think I need a bunch of money for this, but we're gonna spin and see what budget I'm actually gonna get. Maybe a little bit more than 100. Maybe a little bit more than... Okay, I did jinx myself. So I don't think I need a bunch of money for this. I did do this to myself. Let's put our money to 100 exactly and figure out if we can even do flooring and walls with that, because that's not a lot of money, is it? I really want this floor. It shouldn't be expensive because it's the cheapest floor in the game, and it's also almost our entire budget. I mean, technically, right? They can sit here. Do we really need a dining table? Who needs function anyway? When you can just use debug for everything. Debug's our friend. Debug loves us and cares for us more than this wheel that decides that we only have 100 simoleons to do this whole thing. So we've already figured out that we have chairs. We also have tables. Mind you that these are not functional. We have figured out that the cutting board can be quite a nice tabletop. 4 of these. Raise up the cutting board. I mean, if that's not a table, I don't know what is. We have 6 simoleons, so we can for sure add one of these. What about carts? That does bring us down to like the exact number that we need. So carts it is. I do love that I put so many lights in the kitchen area that I don't even need lights over here. That's such a blessing because you saw what happened to our budget. That would have been half our budget. That would not have been good. Oh, I found our wooden things so we can create some curtains again. Okay, I found this new debug item that I didn't notice before. I think that's gonna look so much better over here than this table and chair combination. Like, isn't that cute? I think that looks better than a random table and chair. And I might place it over here as well. And then I wanna add some shelves here. I kind of like this one more for this room, and then we'll have like a bit of variety too. Wait, does this give actual light? And it's debug? Oh my god, that's like the discovery of a century, and it even has swatches. Okay, I really like that. I think that's so cute. I mean, I think that's a pretty decent dining room considering we spent all of our money on wallpaper and flooring only. And I am pretty happy with that actually. Okay, so next up is a pretty risky room. I am slightly concerned for this one because it's so small. It's supposed to be a half bath, so just a toilet and a sink. If we happen to get anything over 1,000, I wouldn't possibly know how to fill this room. So let's just spin and see what happens. Please don't let it be 100,000. Oh, good. Okay, that's good. That's good. 500. That's like the perfect budget. Perfectly comfortable, but not too much. Why is that so expensive? This one is not that expensive. And we don't have that much to like tile and floor. It's a pretty small room. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. I guess we could just extend the colors that we use in the kitchen. Okay, and then we have 100 left, so we can definitely do a light. And then we have 52. So now, question is, do we go mirror? Do we go toilet paper? Which is exactly 50 simoleons and doesn't have any purpose. Why do I want to add the toilet paper? Okay, there are a few wall decorations that don't cost any money, like this marriage certificate. Interesting choice to hang that in a bathroom, but you know, might as well. Okay, but doesn't this kind of look like an annoying mirror with a pattern where you can't really see yourself very well? I mean, it's functional. It's a pretty cute little half bath. Has everything you need. And that means our ground floor is now done. So let's move on to the second floor. I think I want to start with the hallway. And for the hallway, I just need enough to do a fence, a floor, and wallpaper. And if I don't get to decorate, I don't care. So I was thinking maybe 1,000. I was going for 1,000. I think that's a good amount. Don't go to the 100. Do not go to 100. Okay. 500. It might be enough. It might be enough. Let's set our money to 500. 1 light for now, although I would prefer 2. And then I think I'm doing the green first, and I'll keep with the same floor as well. So I definitely think we have the money to do another light, so I put that in. Thinking of doing an orangey color, a little bit of beige over there, and then we'll do the green over here. I think we might just have money for real curtains. I like this orange swatch, and it is the cheapest one as well. And that doesn't leave us with a lot of money. So let's see how far we could stretch this. What about a bookcase? I think this would be a perfect ball for bookcases, which are all too expensive. Oh, these are quite inexpensive. They're only 10. Ooh, that's only 20? That's pretty as well. We also have this, which is also only 25. I kind of like this more. And it already has books included, so we might just be able to remove all of this and just do this instead. What if we do 2 of these? Or potentially even 3? If I kind of stack these in an interesting way. I wonder if there's a rug we could do for 50. I mean, there are definitely some that are 50. That's not bad, isn't it? Especially because we can change the color as well. Does mean we're kind of stuck with all of the debug decorations again, but I feel like we can do that. So these pictures are free, so I'm just gonna hang up a few of these. You'll have to kind of like look around the fact that these are very like English pub themes, but it looks nice as far as decorations go. Okay, idea. I found these really pretty wooden, whatever they are. Doesn't this look better as a dining table? We just need something for this wall and maybe this wall, preferably from the debug category because we have two simoleons. Llama poster. Maybe not. Could like a piece of a brick wall pass as modern art? I feel like that kind of works. Doesn't that look like something you'd find in a modern arts museum? Okay, and then we'll do this thing over there. I literally have no idea what this is. Some kind of divider. Okay, I'd say that that's the hallway done. So I think we're moving on to the parents' room. I feel like we haven't had any of the really, really high numbers. And it looks like once again, we're not gonna get a very high number. We're gonna get 1,000. Okay, so 1,000 isn't great, but I feel like that could have been worse. Maybe we won't even have to go into debug this time. I'm already seeing beds that are out of budgets. What is the cheapest possible bed? This one. A used bed. What is slightly less cheap? It's not exactly the style we were going for. Maybe we'll do a blue this time, just to break things up a bit. Do you think we have money for curtains? We can do the smaller ones, which is nice. Let's see if we can do nightstands. Okay, so all of these are 45, which is pretty good. I think those kind of match our bed. I wonder if we should put the bed over here, actually. Oh, we have another window. Oh, that's a shame. That's more money. I feel like I've never used this before, but it is pretty cheap. Question is, do we have to lean into fun, funky, colorful vibe? It's only 40 though. That's a good deal. Another one of these? Kind of like that one too. So this one is 50 and this one is 55. I think we can afford 55. Okay, what else is essential in a bedroom? I think a dresser. Already seeing some problems here. Oh, we can do a clothing rack. We can put that in the corner to take up a little bit more space. I'm still not really seeing this vibe, so I might just sell that. I would like some nice things on our nightstand. We did find out that these are only 10, so that's a pretty good deal. We also have a slight issue of the door not having any curtains. I might just add that. That is 50 though. And then we still have some money left to do maybe a wall decoration. Oh, that's quite nice. It's only 65 and it's actually quite a decent picture, especially if we do this one. Size it up so it takes up more space. We can also do this. That's only 5. And if you imagine their kid made that, that's actually quite cute. And then I guess for the last 20, I'm just gonna put a little storage box under there. So we have 3 left. So unfortunately, yes, we do have to go into debug again. How many rooms are we gonna use this specific plant in? I think all of them. And then we're gonna do some shelves. We can also do this plant just for fun. Okay, better idea. Jungle Adventure. This thing. That's cute. Okay, I'd say I'm pretty happy with this room. We have 5 simoleons left though, so I just want to place another one of these. Yes, it's getting a little bit ridiculous, but that does bring us down to 0. All right, moving on to our bathroom. So this is kind of the main bathroom, right? The other one was just a half bath. So we should at least have a shower in there because we already have the toilet in this build, but I'm hoping it's gonna be a nice budget. Like this would be a good room to get a high budget for. So I'm hoping for something good and high. 5,000. That's like a perfect budget. I'm like really happy with that. All right, I'm gonna start with putting in our essentials. So I do like a bath and tub combination. I think we have the money for it. Like if we go slightly cheap toilet and then we could do a nice sink. There's so much money left. Okay, I think we could do a slightly more expensive toilet even. That one, 600. I'm gonna draw some inspiration from our kitchen so we can keep the vibe going. That's pretty good. And we still have so much money left. So we need to cover this window. Okay, how about that? Like it's subtle, but the idea is that you can pull it down. All right, mirror. And then we definitely have toilet paper money this time. We even have clutter money. That's amazing. I think this would be a perfect spot for a full-length mirror. Like maybe this one. We'll do a nice towel over there. Bathrobe. If we move this over slightly, we can probably fit in 2 towel racks right here. And then we still have 500 simoleons left. Okay, how about that item from Tiny Living? The bathroom one. Just a little trash can right there. I guess we could do another artwork up there. Those are pretty expensive. Oh, I quite like that. That might be our entire budget though. It is. Only 14 simoleons left. I mean, we can do another sunscreen. No, I think 6 on a budget of 5,000 is pretty close. So then we have the kids' room. So let's spin the wheel once again and see what budget we get this time. I think we might get 5,000 again, or is it gonna be just about 2,000? Just about 2,000. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's double what we got for the parents' room, so I'm not complaining. Okay, we definitely have double light money. Let's put in a bed. Not too cheap, not too expensive. I guess that works. Some books for a nightstand. I wonder if we're able to fit a computer in here. No, we're not. That's not computer money. We have 500 simoleons left. I am going through this money so quickly. Luckily, toys aren't that expensive actually. And quick tip for the dollhouses, they can be quite big, but if you size them down, they're still fully functional. So if you just use the left bracket key, it will become smaller and the kids can still play with it. I mean, obviously they made a plan for themselves as well. And they must be into crafting, right? I mean, we have the friendship bracelet thing. That's kind of crafty. And I think I might size this up because I don't think that looks ridiculously big and it will take up a little bit more space on the desk. Mr. Panda over here, although I wonder, that one's only 40 and I think I like this one more. And then we have 40 simoleons left. I wonder if I should make it a little less extreme. What if we do this wallpaper instead? Maybe we can reflect that in the colors as well. Is there anything fun we can do for 40 simoleons? I guess we can do books. Our rug doesn't match anymore. Different rug. Preferably one that's exactly 75. Let's see what the swatches are on this one. Is there any toy that's like 5 simoleons? No. But what we do know is exactly 5 simoleons is this crafted plant. So let's see if we can maybe size that down and put it on our nightstand. God, you run out of 2,000 simoleons really quickly, but I'm glad we got it down to exactly 0. And I think that's a pretty cute room. It's definitely everything you need in a kid's room. So that means we arrived to our final destination, which is the backyard. So we have this space over here. We'll just get 100,000 for this. I can totally see that happening. Okay, so it's definitely not gonna be 100,000, but it will be 2,000, which is a nice budget. Is that pool money though? Will that be pool money? I'm not sure, because pools are expensive. Okay, it would be small pool money, but it wouldn't leave us much else. So I don't think it's gonna be pool money, but it will definitely be enough to fill up the space nicely. Although I think landscaping can get expensive quite quick. So I'll make sure to use big pieces. Definitely outdoor trash cans before I forget. Oh, that's very expensive. Are there less expensive ones? Yes. Okay, so they do have kits. So something like a swing or monkey bars would be great. This one seems to be most inexpensive, so we'll use that. We should probably add just a couple of lights here and there. Just a few. How about some lanterns? Doesn't that look cute? We'll make them white so they match the house a little bit better. Okay, so this is a great tip. For just 10 simoleons, you can add fireflies to your garden. It looks a little silly like this, but when you go into live mode, the fireflies look really magical. I think we might have money for a little bit more landscaping. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of lavender here and there. Maybe some daisies, a rock or 2 or 3. I think gardening is always really fun. So we can add in planter boxes, which are apparently very expensive. So we'll do 1 big one and 2 small ones. And that really drastically cuts down our budgets. Okay, another tree and a little bit of landscaping did cut down our budget almost completely. So I think just 1 more rock and that brings us down to 0. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of terrain paint because that's free. And you just kind of scatter it throughout to give it a little bit more detail. I really want like a few more things maybe right there. So if I just reduce this, just like a few more flowers right there. And I think that's pretty cute. So I definitely really surprised myself with how far a budget can stretch. I was expecting some higher amounts from our random wheel. So we did a lot of rooms with a lot of free debug. But I think overall it looks really cool. And I've never done this type of style before. So I feel like I've learned a lot about how to stretch a budget and which items are apparently the cheapest in The Sims. And I am actually quite happy with how this build turned out, which means that our house where every room is a different budget is complete.